Hey YouTube, this is Wrestling News and Park Fan 62. Here is a quick video I decided to do, and this one is going to be a doozy. And this is how to save money at carnivals slash state fairs. With it being May, this is considered the start of carnival um, state fair season. Now there has been carnivals and state fairs since um, February, I think. But this is kind of where a lot of them start getting into play. So first, let's start with tickets and parking. Um, Now with tickets, you can do this one of two ways. First of all, if your local grocery store or somebody like that has discount tickets, um, for even just a couple of bucks off, um, I would highly suggest take that into effect. Or if, for example, there is a special um, off a Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola can or bottle, I'd highly take that as well. Also, look for if they have any sort of special discount days. For example, like Military Appreciation Day or Senior Citizen Day or something like that. With those type of days, you can usually get in for fairly cheap. Um, Now, the, the thing about some of those days as well is it's unfortunately just for those people, especially like the senior citizen days. So keep that in mind. Um, Now for parking, there's not a lot you can do with that, other than maybe park outside and walk in, um, depending on where it is. Now, once you're inside, um, food and drinks. Now, there are two ways to do this, and you have to do your homework with this. First of all, if depending on the area or something like that, so if they only carry, let's say, Pepsi products, um, and you're a Coke person, you can do one of two things with this, and this is up to you. First of all, you can either suffer and drink Pepsi for the day. You may be able to find some Coke in there, depending on if there's a mix up with some of the stands, or you can, ahead of time, get a cooler. It can, now I'm not saying it has to be a big cooler, but you can get a cooler and fill up it with your favorite soda, in bottles or cans or whatever, um, and do it that way. Now, the other thing I would highly suggest as well as before you come in, um, unless there is some sort of policy against this, to get a drink from like a gas station or a McDonald's or something in that ballpark, um, ahead of time. Now, not all ones are like that, unfortunately, where it's just one type. There may be some where you can choose. So, if you're a Coke person, try and find the Coke stands. Now, also, depending on the type of soda you like as well, the other thing I would highly suggest as well is the souvenir cups that they offer at those type of events. They're usually about 10 to 12 bucks or so. Um, and depending on the stand, refills are going to be around 3 bucks or so as well. So keep that in mind. For food, unfortunately, there's not a lot you can look forward to with discounts and stuff like that, especially at those type of events. Um, so keep that in mind. Also keep in mind as well, a lot of these vendors are working with minimal, when it comes to like a cash register. So a lot of the times they'll either have like a phone credit card thing, maybe something similar for a tablet, or even like a lot of those now smaller computers where it's a screen with the credit card slider. So keep that in mind. Um, Now, for stuff like games and stuff like that, it's sort of the same way with food in that case. So keep that in mind. Now, the last thing is rides. Now, this one can vary in two ways. Um, you can either buy the tickets for the ride. So if you're not much of a rides person, but there's, let's say, one or two rides you want to ride, you can either um, buy, pay whatever the price is for those many tickets, or um, sometimes this can be a single day thing. Sometimes this can be all fair thing. And that is a wristband. These are typically around $30 or so. So this way, this can get you onto any ride on those fairgrounds for that entire day. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can put them down below, and I'd be happy to answer. If there's anything I missed as well, for a lot of these things, you can ask down below as well. Um, so hope everybody had a great day, and thanks for watching. Also, please subscribe.